Unsure of whether you need an under-desk treadmill or a running treadmill? Why compromise? Let's find out if you can have it all with the Urevo 2-in-1 treadmill. What is up? It's Kaylee at Treadmill Review Guru, and I've got a tiny treadmill to review today. You might have seen it on our Best Cheap Amazon Walking Pads video, but I'm here now for a deep dive into the Urevo 2-in-1 treadmill. It combines the compact design of a walking treadmill with the speed capabilities of a fitness treadmill. It's got an incredibly low price at just a couple $100. Urevo has a few different models of 2-in-1 treadmills, but this is the Stroll 2E Smart Treadmill. We picked this model because of its popularity and a few features that really help it stand out. I'm happy to share with you guys how walking and running on this treadmill is. Urevo sent us this treadmill to test, and if you use our link in the description, we will earn a small commission, but we work with a lot of treadmill brands and want to make sure that you find the right one. You won't be charged more for using our link either. This treadmill is a budget treadmill, and helping to support us doesn't change that. This treadmill is an Amazon treadmill, so the price is super volatile. You can use the link in the description to check out its current price. The last time I checked, it was under $200, but MSRP is $280, so even at full price, it's a good deal. A big advantage to a treadmill like the Urevo 2-in-1 is the compact size. It measures just 51.2 inches long and 22.6 inches wide and 4.6 inches tall. That's when it's folded down in walking mode. When you unfold it for fitness or run mode, it measures 38.9 inches tall and 48 inches long and still just 22.6 inches wide. Since the deck only lifts you about 5 inches off the ground and there's no incline feature, you don't have to worry about your ceiling height. If you're going to run on it, you might need a ceiling height that's a foot taller than you. That would be way more than enough room. The Urevo 2-in-1 does not store upright, at least it's not designed to. Some 2-in-1 treadmills have feet on their motor hood to allow vertical storage, but this one does not. For best results, keep it flat on the floor. It's short enough that you can roll it under a bed or other furniture, and it only weighs 55 pounds, so it's not difficult to move at all. The two small transport wheels roll over hard flooring easily. If you have a high pile carpet, it may not be as easy to roll around. You should also put a mat under the treadmill before using it on carpet to prevent the belt from rubbing the carpet and any other debris from being sucked into the motor. The frame is aluminum. We expect to see steel in most treadmills, but aluminum is a common alternative. It makes the treadmill lighter, which is definitely an advantage in the Urevo 2-in-1's case. The uprights are metal with a soft covering across the horizontal bar where you might rest your hands. The side rails are plastic and too narrow to stand on. The frame isn't too different from what we expect in treadmills like this, and it does have a 265-pound weight capacity, which isn't bad either. Considering this treadmill is nearly 1/10 of the price we expect for a home running treadmill, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the motor isn't quite on par with those more expensive machines. It's a 2.25 horsepower motor, and horsepower can be misleading when it comes to assessing treadmill performance, but we typically like to see a 3.0 horsepower motor or better for running. That's not a knock against this treadmill, but it should give you a better idea of what you can expect from this machine. I like it for walking a couple of hours per day or shorter bouts of running, but this treadmill is not suitable for long daily runs. In fact, I think the Urevo smartly kept the speed limit to just 6.2 miles per hour when the treadmill is set to running mode. You really don't want to go too much faster on a treadmill this size. When the treadmill is in walking mode, the speed is just 4.0 miles per hour. I prefer to walk much slower when I'm at my desk, around 1 to 2 miles per hour, and I love that this treadmill is so quiet. The motor doesn't make too much noise. I could definitely hear my own foot noise more than I could hear the treadmill itself. That's a great plus for using this treadmill in the office or anywhere you might disturb others. It would be great for walking in an apartment if your lease allows it. At 15 inches wide and 40.1 inches long, the Urevo 2-in-1 is quite a bit smaller than a traditional fitness treadmill's running deck. It is a huge benefit to its compact size and storing, but it's not the best option for running fast. I was able to run up to 6.2 miles per hour on it, but I don't have the longest stride at only 5'4" tall, so I don't expect that to be the case for all runners. You also have to pay more attention to where you are on the treadmill so you don't move too far to one side or the other. That's another reason I'm really grateful this treadmill only lets you go 4 miles per hour when the console is up. The console provides a visual guide for staying centered on the treadmill deck. As for cushioning, the treadmill has multiple shocks, including the yellow rubber bumpers you see under the deck. It's not particularly soft or firm in my opinion. The warranty is only 1 year, which is a lot shorter than what you'll see on a more expensive and powerful treadmill, but it's about what I would expect on a treadmill at this price point. There's the option to extend the coverage to 2 years for an additional cost. If you plan to really push the limits of this treadmill, I recommend getting that extended warranty. The Urevo's quiet and smooth performance drew me in initially, but the training options are what cemented it for me. It doesn't have anything fancy like a touchscreen, just 2 LED screens, but it still manages to deliver a workout that I enjoy. The LED screens are on the motor hood and on the folding console. They show time, distance, calories, and your current speed. You can set up a target time, distance, or calorie workout regardless of whether you're in walking or running mode. You can also just train manually, which is what I typically do when I'm working at my desk and walking on the Urevo 2-in-1. These workouts and the treadmill's performance settings are programmable from the included remote control or from the console buttons. I found both very easy to use. The remote control has a wrist strap and is pocket-sized, so it is easy to keep on you while you're working and training. But the feature I was most excited about was the Bluetooth and FTMS compatibility. FTMS is a protocol that allows treadmills and third-party apps to talk to each other. The Urevo 2-in-1 pairs with these apps, sending its speed and time information. I like using it with third-party apps like Zwift. Zwift is free for runners. It's a paid app for cyclists, but the running community is so small in Zwift right now, you can get it for free, and I really enjoy it. I'm always trying to get my sister to meet me in Watopia, Zwift's virtual world, for a workout. And the Urevo 2-in-1 is a good treadmill for it. It just goes to show that you don't need a super expensive treadmill for fun, smart features like that. The tablet rack on the Urevo 2-in-1 is removable. It sits pretty low, so taller users may not be as comfortable viewing content on their phones. I like it for storage, but I prefer rolling the Urevo in front of a TV or something for a better viewing experience. Now, one of the most important features on this treadmill is the ability to switch the beeping off. So many walking pads beep noisily every time the treadmill turns on or when you make a speed adjustment. The Urevo 2-in-1 thankfully has a button on the remote for turning off the sound. It's a lifesaver when I'm using this treadmill in the office for my own sanity and those around me. Lastly, the Urevo 2-in-1 has a safety clip like most treadmills. I recommend clipping this on because even though you're really close to the floor, the treadmill is very narrow and the clip provides just a bit of extra protection should you get tripped up on its compact size. All right, so now I'm going to show you how the Urevo performs when I'm walking at a speed I would walk at while working at a standing desk. And then I'm going to move on to a comfortable walking speed and then finally the max speed on the Urevo 2-in-1. All right, now I'm going to go to 3 miles per hour. And then I'm going to take it up to the maximum speed. So that's 6.2 miles per hour. All right, so what did you think of the Urevo 2-in-1 treadmill? I think it's a great treadmill for walkers and runners who are really stuck to their budget and space requirements. It's one of the best in its category, but you really have to have the right expectations of what a treadmill in this price range can do. It's ideal for casual walking and the rare run. For that reason, I like it for some just starting out their fitness journey and anyone who's supplementing their outdoor training and needs a backup for rainy days. The Bluetooth connectivity gives this treadmill additional training options. If you want to try out something like Zwift or Peloton before you make the full commitment, the Urevo 2-in-1 could be the perfect option for dipping your toes in the water. It's FTMS compatible, so you can pair with so many different apps and not get locked into any one subscription. If you really want to save money on your treadmill, the Urevo 2-in-1 treadmill is the way I would go. It's affordable and you can extend the warranty coverage to 2 years for a little more security. Mind the small running surface and you're set with a treadmill that is super lightweight and easy to store under a bed. Thanks for watching this review of the Urevo 2-in-1 treadmill. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can find my full written review and a link to the Urevo 2-in-1 in the description where you can check out its current price or find more details. This is Treadmill Review Guru. I'm Kaylee and I'll catch you next time.